Hi everyone, welcome to Boarded Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie and this is the Tier 10 Chinese heavy tank, the 113, being driven today by Trollzor 69er from Pyro Clan, and of course the 113 has a pretty handy gun doing 440 hit points of damage on average, 249 penetration with its standard rounds. Premium rounds are heat with 340 hit points of, not hit points, millimeters of penetration. Anyway, Trollzor 69 up from Pyro Clan is heading up to the hill. It is nice and quick Chinese heavy tank. Looks like he's been accompanied by a Batchat, a baby Batchat, WZ132, and looks like there's a number of enemy tanks here, and of course the Chinese heavy tank. It is quite quick and it has got a pretty good hull, which means this position with no artillery in the game is probably a pretty good spot for Trollzor. Whacks a shot into the IS-7. Before that he got a shot into the Leopard PTA, and this replay is taken from patch 9.16, so the damage counter on the bottom left isn't happening, it's happening in the top right instead. Side scraping quite well and dodges a shot from the IS-7, but unfortunately he didn't put any damage into him. He got a shot just into the dirt not far from him, but the TW1 OE5 very kindly shows his lower plate, so Trollzor 69er makes the most of it, puts a shot into him and puts a damaging and tracking shot into that IS-7, bringing his damage up to 2,106 already with only a minute and a half into the battle. Gets another shot into the one IS-7 and probably picks up a little bit of assisted damage as well. Picks up the kill on the Tier 10 Russian tank, making the score 1-0. Nobody else has got a kill yet, but it is still early days, and Trollzor 69er in a nice aggressive position on Tundra on that hill. Looking at the mini-map though, it looks like the enemy tanks are starting to push the heavy line down the one line. The E100 though, and the mouse is probably doing a pretty good job holding him up, and Trollzor just waiting for another shot on the American heavy tank, puts it in, brings him down to under 900 hit points, and considering he's already done 3,000 hit points of damage, he's still on full health. That's got to be a pretty good thing. He's got premium ammunition loaded now, looking for a shot which will put the American heavy tank on a one shot. Looking at the cupola, but American tank driver doing a good job hiding that cupola, and Trollzor 69er takes his first damaging shot from the American. Didn't really aim that last one too well. Takes another shot from the TW1 OE5, but that shot's not going to miss. A beautiful heat round straight into the cupola of the American heavy tank, and the American heavy tank on Trollzor's side picks up the kill, clawing the score back 3-4. He's picked up 3,500 hit points of damage and a kill, and I reckon he's picked up a fair amount of assisted damage with all those tracking shots that he did earlier into the IS-7, as well as whatever other tanks were contesting the hill. The E100 and the M41 90 Grand Final tank pick up a kill each, bringing it back to an even game, as Trollzor has a look at the Tier 9 German medium tank. You'd love to get a shot into the side of the lightly armoured Leopard PTA, but he's not lucky enough to land the shot on that occasion. And in the meantime, that M41 and the E100 have both been killed. Trollzor thinks it's time to get stuck in here and jumps off the edge of the hill, trying to get rid of this TW1 OE5. There's the kill shot. Unfortunately, he lost his engine on the way down. Chinese tanks probably don't like steep hills. Maybe. I don't know, but he fixes it with his repair kit. And now he's trying to aggressively push the enemy base. There's a T62A who's a one shot. You'd think that TW1 OE5 over there would have the Russian medium tank covered. And Trollzor picks up kill number 3, taking out that Leopard PTO who was sniping on that other ridgeline. And now looking at the mini-map, Trollzor's side has comprehensively won that hill, but they haven't really won anywhere else. So even though they're up by 2 tanks, now it's just 1 tank. It's far from over. Nobody spotted that Batchat that just put a shot into the back of Trollzor 69er. He's on 3 kills, 5,222 hit points of damage, which is not too bad at all. He's got to be careful here though, because of course the Batchat, being an autoloader, can pump out a fair amount of damage, and of course the T57 over towards the central northern part needs to make sure. You definitely don't want both of them to be able to have shots into him. 9-8's the score, 9-9's the score now as the enemy side start to bring it back. Aims very carefully into the T57 Heavy, puts a shot into his cheek, and it looks like is the Batchat coming for Trollzor, or is he running away from the other T110E5? Doesn't matter, because Trollzor puts a shot into him, and in the end he gets killed by the Batchat, who is up on the hill, and they really want to make sure they get rid of that T54 lightweight quick smart. Trollzor bounces a shot from a T57 Heavy and shoots him, but doesn't go through either. That very nicely landed shot, that one, brings the T57 down to a 1 shot, as are quite a few of the enemy tanks, I think. That T54 lightweight is not on very much health at all, but the Object 140 looks like he's going up to that hill to really try and make a move on the 416. 6,500 hit points of damage from Trollzor. I've got to tell you, he's probably blocked a hell of a lot and assisted damage a hell of a lot as well. You'd think that baby Batchat would have the T54 lightweight covered. He's clearly got some bullets in the clip, and that Object 140 did kill the Object 416 up on that hill not so long ago. So Trollzor 69 from Pyro Clans going up with that T110E5. It looks like he's had a pretty good game as well. He's saying he's out of ammo. I find that hard to believe. Maybe he didn't put enough shells in at the start of the game. Not something I can claim to have ever done, but maybe it's happened. Gets vision on the Object 140, but bounces the shot, which is a damn shame, because that Object 140 is on pretty high health, 1,335 hit points. He's on more health than Trollzor, that's for sure. 12 all is the score, 6,500 hit points of damage, and he's having a pretty good game, but he wants to make sure it turns into a win as he gets shot and tracked by the Jag Tiger. Luckily he'd already started his descent and he's sort of landed in a pretty safe position. If he had been left out in the open, you'd think the Object 140, or maybe even the T57, wherever he might be, would have had some easy shots on the Chinese heavy tank. Trollzor decides to move forward. What's he going to go for, the Jag Tiger? Oh, it looks like he's going for where the Object was last spotted, but that Object 140 could be absolutely anywhere. He probably wants to go with that T110E5. Whether he's got ammo or not, he'll provide another target if Trollzor goes with him. Searching, hunting, looking for that Object 140. It's going to take probably at least 3, probably 4 shots to kill him, because I think he's on 1,300 hit points. And so you'd imagine 4 shots would definitely be needed. Not spotted as he starts moving over the bridge. Will he have the gun depression to shoot the Jag Tiger? I don't think he will. The Chinese heavy tanks aren't known for their gun depression. It doesn't matter, because by the time the Jag Tiger turns around, he won't be able to shoot him. Looks like the T110E5 is going straight for the German tank destroyer, and of course there's that Object 140. Bounces a shot from the Tier 10 Russian medium tank. I don't reckon the next one will bounce. Yes, it does. Rams him, shoots him, sets him on fire, leaves him on 36 health. He's trying to ram him for the kill, but doesn't need to. Pulls back, aims carefully, kills the Object 140, and the T57 heavy. I know the Batchat's there, carving up that Jag Tiger, really trolling it. Looks like the T110E5 is certainly not out of ammo. Finally gets a gun depression, puts a killing shot into the Tier 9 German tank destroyer, and that's just going to leave that T57, who's on very low hit points. You could probably ram kill it if you wanted to. And let's see if you can find him. The 113, the Chinese heavy tank, is definitely heavier than the T57. quicker than the T57 Heavy, and you can see the Baby Bat Chat's running to assist as well. I'd imagine the Baby Bat Chat might be on a reload. He shoots and bounces the T57, but he does cop a shell in return, and in the end he ram kills it for the top gun, but gets himself killed in the process. But all in all, a pretty good result for Trollzor 69er from Pyro Clan, picking up the Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, the Eye for an Eye medal for killing and being killed by the same enemy at the same time with that T57 Heavy at the end. Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, High Caliber, and of course the Top Gun for picking up those 6 kills. Looking at the second page of the post-game battle results, 8,176 hit points of damage. That's absolutely massive for his 6 kills. 1378 base experience. He fired 29 shots, 24 hit, 20 did damage. Nearly 3,500 blocked by armor. And only 398 damage upon detecting. I would have thought he would have got a little bit more assisted damage from shooting the tracks of those tanks up on the hill. The T1 OE5 and that's the Baby Bat Chat, I think it is. They both had pretty good games as well, but Trollzor 69 absolutely carried that one. Made a bit of coin there with a premium account, even though he fired some premium ammunition. But all in all, a pretty good game from Trollzor 69er from Pyro. It is 113 Tier 10 Chinese Heavy Tank. Thanks for the replay, Trollzor. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.